remember. Okay. Okay. Now see here. First of all, metals are hard except sodium and potassium. So keep this in your mind that metals are hard in nature, except some metals which are soft in nature. For example, sodium and potassium. All metals are hard except sodium and potassium, which are soft in nature. You can see in the diagram, sodium and potassium are so soft that you can cut with the knife. Okay. All metals are hard except sodium and potassium. They are soft in nature. Now, if we'll see non-metals are not hard. If you see, for example, graphite. Okay, so non-metals are brittle. They are not hard except diamond. You have seen diamond and you have heard also diamond is used to cut glass. So non-metals are not hard. They are soft in nature. They are brittle in nature except diamond. It is hard in nature. Now metals, if we see the next physical property, metals are in solid state except mercury and gallium. Metals are in solid state except mercury and gallium. You can see they can change into a liquid state. They are in liquid state. You can see on the left hand side it is mercury. You must have seen in the thermometer mercury is used, and right hand side you can see that is a gallium. If you keep it in your hand, it will start melting. So metals are in solid state. If you see, all the metals are in solid state, only except mercury and gallium, they are in liquid state. Metals have, next physical property of metals, they have luster. Luster means shining property. If you see gold, silver, copper, any metal, if you see, metals have luster, means they have shining property. Metals are good conductor of, next we will see the physical property of metals. Metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. Many metals, if you see silver, copper, gold, aluminium, they are good thermal conductor also. Means they can pass electricity. They are good conductor of heat and electricity. Metals are malleable. Malleable means what? They can change into thin sheet. Malleability, metals hammered into thin sheet. So gold is the most malleable metal. You know, the jewelry are made from the gold. So gold is the most malleable metal. So all metals have a property of malleability. Metals are malleable. Means we can hammer it, we can change into a thin sheet. Metals have, next physical property, metals have high melting and boiling point. If you want to melt the metal, you have to heat it at a very high temperature. So metals have high melting and boiling point. Next physical property, metals are ductile. Ductile means what? We can change the metal into a wire, like copper wire, aluminum wire, you must have seen in the electricity. So metals are ductile, means we can change into a thin wire. Next, metals are sonorous. You must have observed the bell ringing. So metals are used in that. So metals are sonorous. Sonorous means they have the property of producing sound. So metals are sonorous. They produce a sound. So here we can see at everything at one place. If this question comes in your exam, you can take the screenshot, and this video you can get on the YouTube also, BMC Education channel, English medium. You can get this video, all videos. Okay, so you can take the screenshot also for this physical properties of metals and physical properties of non-metals. So first we will see the difference. Metals are hard except sodium and potassium. They are soft in nature. Non-metals, they are not hard except diamond. Diamond is hard in nature. Otherwise, non-metals are not hard. Next physical property, metals are in solid state except mercury and gallium. Metals are in solid state except mercury and gallium. They are in liquid state. Next, on the other hand, non-metals are in solid or gaseous state except bromine. Non-metals are in solid or gaseous state except bromine, which are in liquid state. Next point for metal, metals have luster. Non-metals do not have luster except iodine. Non-metals do not have luster, means they do not have shining property. Okay, except iodine. Iodine is having the shining property. So non-metals do not have luster, do not have shining property except iodine. Iodine has the shining property. Metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. Non-metals are bad conductor of heat and electricity, except graphite. Graphite is a good conductor of electricity. So some exceptional cases are there, so that you have to remember. Otherwise, everything is same. Metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. Non-metals are bad conductor of heat and electricity, except graphite, which is good conductor. Graphite is a good conductor. You must have studied. In electric circuit, graphite rods are used. Metals are malleable, means they can change into a thin sheet. Non-metals are non-malleable. We cannot change into a thin sheet. If you hammer the coal, it will break down. It will not change into a thin sheet. So carbon, like carbon, coal, that is non-metal. So they are non-malleable. They cannot change into a thin sheet. Okay. Metals are ductile. We can change it into a thin wire. We can change into a wire, thin or thick. So metals have a ductility property. Metals are ductile. Non-metals are non-ductile. Next, physical property. Metals have high melting and boiling point. Non-metals have low melting and boiling point. Okay. Next, metals, they are sonorous. Metals, they are sonorous. They have a sound producing property. Non-metals are not sonorous. They do not produce sound. Like they produce sound also, not that much as compared to the metals. Metals are producing high sound. So metals are sonorous, non-metals are non-sonorous. Next, this is very important. You can remember for your MCQs also, for your general knowledge also. Tungsten metal has highest melting point, that is 3422 degrees Celsius. Tungsten is the metal which has the highest melting point. And you must be knowing, if you don't know, I will tell you that tungsten wire is used in bulb. In house, in your house, you must have seen the bulb. In that, wire is used. So that wire is made up of tungsten. Okay, so tungsten metal has highest melting point, that is 3422 degrees Celsius. Next, here we finish with the physical property, students. Next, we will see chemical property. Okay, chemical properties of metals. How the metals have chemical property. So first of all, metals are reactive. If you know sodium, sodium is highly reactive metal. If you keep the sodium in free state, it will react with any agent or any other material and it is catching fire. So for your information, for your knowledge, I'm telling you that sodium is always kept in kerosene. Sodium is the highly reactive metal. That's why it is always kept in kerosene. So all metals are reactive, but sodium is the highly reactive metal. They lose electron easily. Metals have tendency to lose electron or they give electron. And by giving electron, they are positively charged ions. When they give electron to other atom or other element, so they get positive charge. They are called as electropositive element. That's why they are called as electropositive element. So chemical properties of metals, metals are reactive. They lose electron easily. They are positively charged ion, and that's why they are called as electropositive element. You know that sodium, it combines with chlorine to form sodium chloride, the salt, the table salt what you eat. So sodium is combining with chlorine. It has 11 electrons total. So one valence electron is there on the third orbit. You can see it, sodium atomic number is 11. You can see first orbit 2 atom, 2 electron, first orbit 2 electron, second orbit 8 electron, so total 10, and third orbit 1 electron. So sodium has atomic number 11. So one valence electron is shared or given to the other element, and new compounds are formed. Like sodium is combining with chlorine, it gives one electron to chlorine and it forms sodium chloride, and it gets positive charge. You can see sodium atom gives out the one electron and becomes sodium ion. It gets positive charge. Reactions of metals, we will see how the metals react with other elements. First of all, we will see with oxygen. Metals react with oxygen to produce metal oxide. Any metal react with oxygen, it forms metal oxide. For example, here we will see magnesium. This example or this experiment you have in your science journal. Okay, magnesium reacting with oxygen, it gives magnesium oxide. Okay, this magnesium oxide is basic in nature. It turns red litmus paper blue. If it is turning red litmus paper blue, it means it is basic in nature. So this experiment you have in your science journal or science practical exam, that you have to use your magnesium ribbon. If you burn it, so it gives you the white color residue. That white color residue is nothing but magnesium oxide. So magnesium ribbon, it is burned and it is in presence of air, oxygen. It is reacting and forming magnesium oxide, and that is white color residue is left, that is magnesium oxide. So magnesium reacting with oxygen gives you magnesium oxide. Same way, any metal react with oxygen, it forms that metal oxide. So for example, sodium plus oxygen gives you sodium oxide. Magnesium plus oxygen give you magnesium oxide. For example, aluminium reacting with oxygen gives you aluminium oxide. Like that, any metal react with oxygen, that gives its metal oxide. Next, reaction of metal with water. When any metal react with water, it forms its metal hydroxide plus hydrogen is formed. Okay, so let's see the example. Clear this in your mind. Metal react with water, what it gives? Metal hydroxide and hydrogen gas is released. You can see I told you sodium is highly reactive water, highly reactive metal. So sodium is reacting with water. You can see it forms sodium hydroxide. As I told you, any metal react with water, it gives metal hydroxide. So here sodium metal reacting with water, it gives sodium hydroxide, and plus hydrogen gas is released. Next, reactions of metals with acids. Reaction of metals with acids. Reactive metals like aluminium, magnesium react with acids to produce metal salts plus hydrogen gas. Reaction of metals with acid, we are looking, students. Reactive metals like aluminium, magnesium, they react with acid to produce metal salts plus hydrogen gas is released in this also. So we will see it forms metal salt plus hydrogen. So here magnesium plus hydrochloric acid, it gives magnesium chloride plus hydrogen gas is released. Okay, so magnesium ribbon, you can see magnesium ribbon, it is, if we'll keep it in the hydrochloric acid, so it gives magnesium chloride plus hydrogen gas is released. So magnesium chloride is nothing but salt, like sodium chloride is the salt. So magnesium chloride is also a salt form of magnesium. So magnesium plus hydrochloric acid is the acid. So it is reacting with each other. It gives magnesium chloride plus hydrogen gas is released. If you can see the bubbles are coming out, so that is nothing but the hydrogen gas. Next example, same for aluminium. if you are keeping aluminium foil in the hydrochloric acid solution, you will get aluminium chloride plus hydrogen gas is released. So means aluminium salt is formed, aluminium chloride. So that is salt and plus hydrogen gas. Next, reaction of metals with nitric acid. Nitrate salts of metals are formed. So when any metal, if we'll say reaction of metals with nitric acid, it is not very fast with the nitric acid, but what it gives, if copper, nitrate salts of metals are formed. If you can see the reaction, students. Copper, Cu is copper plus 4HNO3. HNO3 is nothing but nitric acid. So when copper is reacting with nitric acid, it forms various oxides like nitrogen oxide, nitrite, nitrate. Okay. Okay, students. Let's revise again. First of all, we will revise that physical property of metals and non-metals. Metals are hard except sodium and potassium. Non-metals are not hard except diamond. Metals are in solid state except mercury and gallium. Non-metals are in solid or gaseous state except bromine. Bromine is in liquid state. Metals have luster. Non-metals do not have luster except iodine. Metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. Non-metals are bad conductor of heat and electricity except graphite. Metals are malleable, can change into thin sheet. Non-metals are non-malleable. Non-malleable means we cannot change into thin sheet. Non-metals cannot be changed into a thin sheet. Metals are ductile, means we can change the metals into thin wire. Non-metals are non-ductile, means we cannot change into a thin wire. Metals have high melting and boiling point. Non-metals have low melting and boiling point. They are sonorous. Metals are sonorous, they produce sound, high sound, and non-metals are not sonorous. So if you remember one side, if you remember metals, easily you can remember physical properties of non-metals. I hope you have understood. Tungsten we have seen, it is the highest melting point. Tungsten has highest melting point, that is 3422 degrees Celsius. Then we have seen chemical properties of metals. What is the chemical properties of metals? What is the property of metals? Metals are reactive. They are reactive. They react with any other element very fast. Then they lose electron, and by losing electron, they get positive charge. And because of that, it is called as electropositive element. So metals are called as electropositive element. Then we have seen reaction of metals. Reaction of metals with oxygen. Any metal react with oxygen, it forms metal oxide. For example, we have seen magnesium reacting with oxygen, it gives metal oxide. Next, we have seen reaction of metals with water. Any metal react with water, it gives metal hydroxide plus hydrogen. So we have seen the example that sodium reacting with water, it forms sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas is released. Then next, reaction of metal with acid. So reaction of metal with acid, it gives metal salt plus hydrogen. So see the example, like magnesium is the metal which is reacting with acid, that is hydrochloric acid. It forms magnesium chloride and plus hydrogen gas is released. If you see the bubble coming out, that is the nothing but hydrogen gas is released. Next, aluminium example for the same metals reacting with acid. So aluminium is a metal reacting with hydrochloric acid. It forms aluminium chloride plus hydrogen gas is released. Reaction of metals with nitric acid. Very few metals react with nitric acid. So here, for example, copper is reacting with nitric acid. It gives copper nitrate or nitrite or nitrogen oxide, like that. Various oxides of nitrogen are formed. Okay, students, let's start with the question answer session. Any two physical properties of metals? Yes, students. Yes, students. Any two physical properties of metals? Saif Sameer. Tell me, beta, Saif. Any two physical properties of metals? Saif, unmute yourself. Saif, or anybody can unmute yourself. Yes, student.
Miss, physical properties of metals.
Ganesh, okay, say beta.
Yeah. Metals are hard except sodium and potassium. Metals are in solid state except mercury and gallium.
Uh, Metals, first what you said? Metals are
Metals
hard.
are hard except sodium and potassium.
Yes. I'm asking about metal only. Okay, next physical property, what you said?
Metals are in solid state except mercury and gallium.
Are in solid state. Okay. Okay, very good. Next, two physical properties of non-metal, student. Anybody? Unmute yourself.
Miss me again.
Others, give chance to others also. Anju Yadav. Tell me. Any two physical properties of non-metal?
Miss, can I say?
Others also give chance. Anju, you were saying something. Unmute yourself again. Anju Yadav. Anybody else? Ritesh Yadav.
Ma'am, metals are good conductor of heat and electricity.
Beta, I'm asking non-metal, beta. Non-metal. Opposite of metal, non-metal. So if you are saying good conductor, so
non-metals are bad conductor of heat and electricity.
Very good.
Except graphite.
Except graphite. Very good. Next point.
Non-metals are non-ductile.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Non-metals are not sonorous.
Okay. You remember many points. Very good. Okay. Next question I will ask you. Any two chemical properties of metals? Any two chemical properties of metals? Who will tell me? Sakshi Tiwari.
Metals are reactive. They lose electrons easily and become positively charged.
Very good. And they are called as?
Electropositive elements.
Element. Very good, Sakshi. You are from which school?
Gundavli MPS.
Gundavli. Very good. Next question. What happens when metal react with oxygen? What happens when metal react with oxygen? Yes, Rahmatullah Sheikh. When metal react with oxygen. Yes.
When metals combined with oxygen.
Wait, beta. Others also gives chance. Rahmatullah. Not saying anything. Aisha Siddiq, Shastri Nagar, from my school only. Tell me. Yes. But what happens when metals react with oxygen? Aisha? I think you are unable to unmute yourself. Aisha, no. Okay, next, Mukesh Harjan. Mukesh Harjan. Mukesh Harjan. Or Sanu Mishra.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Sanu, tell me.
Ma'am, it's become a oxide.
Any metal react with oxygen, it forms its oxide. Very good. For example,
Ma'am, for example, ma'am, magnesium and
magnesium
it's become
reacting
magnesium oxide.
Sodium oxide.
in presence of oxygen. So it forms magnesium
Oxide.
Oxide.
oxide. Okay, this
Oxide.
experiment also you have in your practical exam. Next, what happens when metal react with water? What happens when metal react with water? Shivam Pandey. Yes, Shivam.
Unmute yourself, beta.
Yes, Shivam. What happens when metal react with water? Yes. Shivam, can you answer? Or Anam? Anam, unmute yourself.
Yes, can I answer?
Ayur.
Others? Ikra Khan. I think they have a network issue. They cannot unmute yourself.
Yes, can I answer?
छोड़ दो उसको.
Ikra Khan. Yes. Mayur.
Drop a piece of each of the metal in spread beaker filled with cold
Shivam, what you are speaking? I'm asking metals when react with water, what happens?
Miss
What
metals,
happens?
Miss metals react with water to form oxides or hydroxide and release hydrogen gas.
It forms its hydroxide. Remember that OH, like sodium reacting with water. So it forms sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas is released. Okay. Many students are, I think they are unable to unmute or they have a network issue. Okay, no problem. Try please. Next, what happened when water, when metal, like let's see the next question. What happens when metals react with water? That done. Which metal has the highest melting point? Which metal has highest melting point? Others, please. Mukesh, your mic is on. You can try. Which metal is the highest melting point?
It's tungsten.
Who is speaking? Ganesh, only you only say answer.
The others are not answering, so I thought.
Okay. Smart student and your, I think you know network issue. Others are finding problem. I think so.
Yeah.
So tungsten is having a highest melting point. What? How much it is?
3,422 degrees Celsius.
3,422 degrees Celsius. Very good.
Sakshi Tiwari.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Sakshi.
Yes, ma'am.
What else we have studied?
Ma'am, we have studied
Reaction
physical.
of. We have studied today. What we have studied? Okay, tell me what we have studied today.
Ma'am, reaction with metals with reaction of metals with nitric acid.
Reaction of metals with nitric acid. So metals mostly do not react fast with the nitric acid, especially. Otherwise, all metals are very reactive in nature. Okay, but most of the metals, they are not reactive with the nitric acid. Only some metals are reactive with the nitric acid. For example, copper. When copper is reacting with nitric acid, what it forms? It forms what it forms when copper metal reacting with nitric acid. What it forms?
Miss,
Sodium oxide.
Hmm? Copper nitrate and some oxides are formed. So most of the time metals react with oxygen, water and other acid. Okay, like we have seen acids. Okay, what happens when metal react with acid? For example, magnesium reacting with hydrochloric acid. So what it forms?
which metals react with?
Acid, hydrochloric acid, for example. Yes, metal reacting with hydrochloric acid. So it forms its salt, like magnesium chloride. Like sodium chloride is a salt, magnesium chloride is a salt. So magnesium chloride plus
And the-
hydrogen gas is released.
Released.
Okay,
Yeah.
understood, students?
Yes, miss.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll continue next time. I think so. Next month, I'm going to take science 2. So we will see that chapters from science 2. I will take, inshallah. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, just have a good day.
First chapter I will take science 2 next time. And take the advantage, take the benefit from the YouTube channel which we are running from BMC side, BMC Edu 10 Standard English. See the videos. Nice students, teachers are teaching over there. Okay, very nice teachers are teaching over there. You can see any video, any chapter, and take the benefit out of that. Okay, and share it with your friends also. Anybody can see and get the benefit. Okay, thank you so much. Have a nice day.